Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? It is Monday. It is Monday, guys. We made it through the day. I'm off work. Yes. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for being here. Please hit that like button as you enter. We are here for another Monday pop in, baby. Yes, we are. Hope you guys had a great day at work. Hi. I hope you guys had a great day at work. I had a pretty good day. I was working from home today. I'm always happy when I work from home because I kind of work at my own pace. I kind of do what I want to do. As long as I'm getting my work done, it is what it is. Ain't got nobody bothering me. Ain't got nobody aggravating the mess out of me. So I'm good. But thank y'all for joining. Come on in. Come on in. We are here. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Soul Star Music Lover. Minerva Lewis, Josie Bradley, Delicious 185, Miss Mary, Carolyn Mentor, Audrey Gavins, Love, NF for Life 69, Joyce Big, in it, GL, Iris Myers, Tanasha Harris, Carolyn Mentor again, Mary Jackson, April Pearson, Impentitious, hi, Lisa Bell, Sheila Macy, Shirley Taylor, Brenda Gresham, Baby doll. Okay, baby doll 7. All right now. All right now, typical sugar cookie. Hey. Hey, I was just over there on Anthony's live over there, child acting up. That's the homie. That's the homie. I always go over and try to support. I go over and try to support, guys. But thank y'all for being here. Hey, hey, hey. All right, let's get started. Everything said in the video is alleged, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right. Yeah, somebody say, hey, pretty lady. Hi. I don't have me blushing in the live now. Thank you. We trying to keep it together over here, honey. We're a whole year older this year, honey. So we trying to keep it together. We in great shape over here. We doing what we got to do. Somebody said, yes, I was cutting up. Anthony, he know. That's the homie. He don't mind. He know I'm crazy. But yeah, I go over there and act up a little bit on his chat a little bit. And he can come over here and act up on mine. That's the homie. But somebody said Anthony is crazy. Yeah, Anthony is the homie. He is crazy. He be cracking jokes and acting crazy too. All right, but let's get into it. All right, so I got some very good topics for you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and breeze on through. This is our Monday pop in, honey. Hopefully you guys got a chance to check out Car Chronicles this morning. It's my saying nothing like a homie. Yeah, that's the homie. He the homie. All right. So, first topic of the day, like I was saying, hopefully you guys had a chance to check out the Car Chronicles show this morning. We had a pretty good show, okay? So y'all check that out. Hit the like button. If you guys have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Also, please hit that notification bell, okay? So y'all be notified when we have more exciting videos just like this one, all right? So first topic of the day, we have a Houston woman who claims to have been attacked after refusing a man's advances. You guys may have heard about this. I want to play the video where she is describing what happened to her, and then I'm going to go into what is really going on, okay?
This man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a fuck. Yeah, this man hit me fucking grabbed a rock and it hit me in my fucking face, and I would have given him my number. And all y'all just fucking watch. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man and fucking do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
Okay. So y'all see that? Now this is her in the hospital.
Anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life.
Okay, that's her crying in the hospital, okay? And of course, a lot of people kind of chimed in and gave some sympathy. A lot of people saying watching grown men say that they lack empathy, community, and common decency. For going in 24 hours has been very telling. Says if you see a woman get hit with a brick and do nothing, you are a coward and a terrible person. A lot of people chimed in and gave their opinions. This is her crying again.
I'm getting discharged. I do have a concussion, so I gotta take it slow for a week. Unfortunately,
she has a concussion. This is her again, trying to gain sympathy.
Have I ever done
this is her again.
In my life to deserve this?
All right, so let's talk about what's really going on. Okay, Let's talk about what's really going on, because it's not it, that's not it, and that's not that. Now, she actually is caught lying and scamming, you guys, okay? We know a lot of people like to start GoFundMe's, which this woman has started one, and she has already gotten up to $40,000 for this particular incident, okay? Let me read the update on what it says. Now, she said that she was attacked by a gentleman who tried to asked for her phone number, and she turned down his advances, and she says that he threw a brick and hit her in the face with a brick. So now this is the update on this particular situation. All right, it says this woman completely scammed everyone who donated her to her GoFundMe page. It says $40,000 to date. It says here's the latest. It says the owner of the establishment looked at the footage and saw no evidence of a woman getting hit. They said she did not file a police report, and several people who work in the medical field have stated that her injuries are consistent with someone having an allergic reaction to something, okay? They're saying that this truly was intriguing, but this woman played social media, and she did, because she got a whole lot of money from people who were very sympathetic with her being online crying and showing all of this emotions, and it, you know, triggered them to want to donate to her GoFundMe page, which she raised up to $40,000. So I don't know if she's going to have to pay that back, because it was done under false pretenses. We know a lot of people be starting all these GoFundMes. That's why I say you have to do your homework when you want to support people. Nowadays, everybody's looking for some type of handout. So you have to do your homework when you are trying to support. Not everybody is in need. Some people they just want a quick buck. And obviously she gained the sympathy of a lot of people who, somebody said, I'm glad I didn't donate. You gotta do your homework. Do your homework, do your homework, do your homework. Don't be so quick to say, oh my God, she's crying. Let me send her $200. Okay, so you're gonna got. Okay, so she is a con artist. All right. So I wanted to put that out there, because I know a lot of you guys have been seeing this particular woman on social media. She continues to do videos where she's crying and looking for sympathy, so that GoFundMe can continue to grow. So for those of you who are the type of people who like to give, I'm the type of person who likes to give, but I also do my homework to find out who I'm giving to and where it's going, okay, and why. I want to know the cause. So yeah, she is busted for being a con artist. So guys, do your homework, do your homework, do your homework, okay? All right, let's move on to the next topic of the day. As you guys know, we're going to also be going over the strawberry letter. I know that's what a lot of you guys want to hear. For those of you that did not get to hear it this morning, I do have it, all right? I know Kimmy will be on her stuff over here. So I do have it, and we will be checking it out here momentarily, okay? All right, let me get to my next topic here. All right, so you guys know R&B singer Neyo. Neyo's girlfriend, you guys. Neyo's girlfriend was arrested, you guys, for allegedly helping her son fight a classmate. Now, we know we've seen a lot of stories where this has gone on, where parents be hiding, you know, standing out at the bus stop waiting to get into some type of altercation with a kid on the bus that may have put paws on their child. You cannot do that, okay? You just cannot do that. There are other ways to handle things like that. But let's go ahead and read up on what it says, okay? So R&B singer Neyo, this is him. Y'all know who Neyo is. Y'all know all of his baby mamas are strippers. Just want to put that out there, okay? Except Moneta. That's the only one. All right, so it says that Neyo's ex-girlfriend, Sade Bergernes, was arrested after she allegedly tried to help her son fight his classmate. All right. So they're saying that according to arrest records obtained, that Sade Bergernes, who is the mother of two of the Miss Independent Singer's children, which is Neyo, was arrested back in March 2023. She was charged with 1 count of cruelty to children in the 3rd degree, and 1 count of cruelty to children in the 1st degree, and 1 count of battery. See all them charges you get when you put paws on somebody's kids? Now, they're saying that she was released on a surety bond for each charge. They said that the charge of cruelty to children in the 3rd degree carried $1,000 surety bond, while the battery charge carried a $5,000 surety bond. But the charge of cruelty to children in the 1st degree carried an eye-watering $25,000 in a surety bond. Damn, that's a lot of money. So they say, in addition to the charges, a temporary order of protection was issued against Miss Bergernes by the victim's mother, Veronica Madison. They said that the child involved in the fight was not one of the children that Bergernes shares with Neyo. So she has other children as well, okay? Now they're saying that according to Madison, that Burgess and her son hid in the bushes and waited for Madison's son to get off the school bus. They're saying that when he did, that Burgess and her son allegedly jumped him and attacked, and the attack was captured on video by eyewitnesses who alerted Madison to the attack. It says that Madison also claimed that Burgess' son had been allegedly sending her son DEATH threats, okay, unaliving threats on social media since the attack, and even went as far as to threaten her son with a pow pow. These kids are crazy as hell, okay? Now they're saying the Burgess, for the part, had only one comment about the entire situation, which she posted on her Instagram story. She says that I'll be able to comment shortly. It's unclear, however, why this information took so long to come to light. They said that the legal battle between Burgess and her son's classmate isn't the only legal issue she's facing, as she and Neyo have been ordered to mediation to attempt to solve their ongoing child support battle. Now he's fighting with her with child support. Y'all know he was fighting with his ex-wife, Crystal, for child support during their divorce. Now they're saying that according to the report, it says on Wednesday, September 6th, that a Georgia judge ordered the pair to appear for mediation held on or before September 22nd. And that's for we're not even going to go into that because that's for their child custody, whatever. We don't care about that. But what we do care about is his baby mama was arrested for hiding in the bushes and fighting a child, okay, helping her child fight another kid at the school. So Neyo, you might want to get a handle on your baby mamas out here fighting, the chilling out here, because that's not a good look. And he always like them ratchet, nasty type. Okay, like I said, all his baby mamas are strippers. This is the girl that he actually left his ex-wife for, who is also a stripper that he met in the strip club, and he also has 2 children with said stripper. Okay, I don't know what he has. I don't know what it is with these strippers that he just loves so much, but baby. And she's got other kids of her own, so she is a whole gutter snipe out here, honey, with 175,000 miles on that walk. Moving on. Not that I'm clocking nobody's twat miles, but child, it's giving too much. Moving on. Neyo, you nasty because you want to be with women in the strip club, sir. Like, I don't know. Something wrong with you, sir. All right, but let's move on. Vice President Kamala Harris, honey. I like her for some reason. She got a little bit of rhythm on her too. I like her. Now she's seen dancing to the song. Y'all remember Q-Tip Vibrant thing? They had some type of little event, honey. This is her. Let me turn it down because I know it's gonna have music. I can show it to you guys, but we will not play the music. Okay. This is her, honey. Kamala Harris, honey, got a little bit of rhythm, honey. She's getting down to the song Vibrant thing. Look at her. She almost lost the rhythm for a minute. I was like, uh-oh. All right now. That was funny. Yeah. That was her, honey, out there getting it. I said, you better get it, girl. Play it one more time. Up. Play it one more time. All right, there she go. Okay, your white side coming out now, Kamala. So you were doing good just now, and your white side done slipped out a little bit. Because you lost your rhythm a little bit. She's back now. She's back on beat. I love it. I like to see white people dance. It'd be so funny to me because they be on beat, then they be off beat, then they have their own damn beat. It's funny. But she was seen, they were saying that she was seen, honey, she was out dancing to some type of an event for the White House that they're having. She's actually saying that she's ready to step up and be president, you guys. She's saying that Joe Biden really is not as well, but she's ready in the event that he's unable to do it, that she's prepared to step up and be president. What do y'all guys feel about that? Do you think that we're ready for a female president? I mean, they thought we were going to have one with Hillary Clinton. So I don't know. I don't know. She's very smart. I think she would be able to do it. So you guys think that we are ready to have a female president? As long as she don't get up there dancing, child, because I don't know. It's hit or miss on that dancing. But get on up there, child, and do what you got to do for the peoples, as Wanda call them. For the peoples, honey. Okay. Let's move on, honey. Let's move on to the next topic. We getting to it, y'all. I know y'all waiting. Y'all like, okay, Cameron. Let's get to it. All right, one of my favorite singers, okay, they call him the blue-eyed soul singer. Mr. Robin Thicke, honey. Mr. Robin Thicke, honey, is seen out in public when he done had a little bit too much of that Don Julio in his system, baby. A little bit too much Don Julio in the system, and somebody caught it on surveillance, baby, where he out here stumbling around and about to knock his crazy ass out here, child. Hold on. Child, that Don Julio is in the system, honey. Child. Child. He's a wild one too. I said, my God, he's a wild one. That's his new little girlfriend, child. He's seen out in public. I said, sir, you about to fall all up and through the bushes there. About to fall all up in the bushes. But he drunk as a skunk. Look at him. Man handling her all rough. She's telling him to stop, and he just like,
stop. Robin, they're taking pictures. You better stop. You better stop. Stormy, let's go. Let's go. Stormy, let's go.
Child. Let's show it one more time, child, where he about to fall in the bushes. He about to fall up in the bushes, child. Yes, honey. Come on out in the bushes, sir. But that's him, child. I love me some Robin Thicke, baby. He's very talented, baby. But you might want to lay off that Don Julio, because it don't look like you can handle it there, sir. All right. It don't look like you can handle it. But let's move on, honey. Let's get on into this strawberry letter. All right. We ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer. Because everybody's been asking me, Caramel, you gonna cover the strawberry letter? You gonna cover the strawberry letter? We're gonna cover it, honey. We are gonna cover it. Yes, we are. Yes, Lord, we are. All right, let's get to it. All right. It's a pretty good show, too. Steve Harvey, he made some comments I'm going to address, too. I don't like how he kind of came for the bloggers. That was a little disrespectful. I'm going to have to drag his little ass here in a few. All right, let me get to it. Okay, give me 1 second. Here's a strawberry letter.
Well, Steve, the time has come, so let's just get to it. We're going to address what's been trending.
Well, here's the deal. We decided to just address it since it's out there. You know, it's one thing when we're dealing with gossip, rumor, and hearsay. That's one thing. You know, I've dealt with this for years. But when it's not gossip and it comes from, you know, a reliable source, then it turns into something different.
Y'all please hit that like button, okay?
All of this trending stuff and all this here. And so after some deliberation, we got together. Now, here's the deal about this strawberry letter. I have no idea what Shirley's going to say.
Yeah, right.
I told Shirley that it was up to her how she wanted to address it. You know, I did go along with this as an idea. I'm not saying I didn't do that, because we talked about it as a radio family and decided this may be the best way. You know, because it's no longer rumor. It's not gossip or anything. You know, this is something that's really touching us all right now. And so, yeah, this is a strawberry letter. And like, you know, I was, you know, being sarcastic.
Let's get the likes up, guys. We got 363 in the building. Let's let the likes match just a little bit more. 191. We got 191 likes with 363 in the building. We got some people in the bushes. Come on, guys. Let's hit the like button. Let's hit the like button. Let's hit the like button.
That's when I did the tease last week. The strawberry letter is, I didn't know. The subject was, I didn't know I was going to be my own letter. You know, and, which is true. Now, oftentimes I joke about it because some of these letters sound like I was in it. But this one is. And so today, the way I'm going to do it, Shirley, I'm going to just let you talk.
Okay.
I think for me, I think it's up to you to be as honest or revealing as you choose to be. You know, we can talk about as much of it as you like, but I think it's an opportunity for you to say what you want to say and share your feelings on it, and then we'll have an exchange about it.
Okay. All right, Steve, I'm going to just start by saying that my estranged husband is in jail. He's been in jail for over a year since about right after the 4th of July of 2022. And recently, some phone calls from last year between he and I were leaked. And on those calls, you hear me saying you were winded going up the stairs at your home. And Marjorie looks at us as the help. And right here and now, I want to apologize to you and Marjorie for what I said. As much as I wish I could, I can't take it back. I can't. I said it, and I want to apologize. It was definitely not me trying to add to what you and Marjorie already have going on in your lives right now. But the fact that these tapes were released, it does seem like everyone is coming for you, I should say, at this time, including me. But in reality, the tapes have nothing to do with what you and Marjorie have going on. It was just me running my mouth in a private conversation, or what I thought was a private conversation. And again, I apologize. I feel terrible. I make no excuses. I said what I said. And
does she feel sorry? Does she feel terrible because the videos were leaked and he actually heard it? Or does she feel terrible because she don't know if she's going to have a job after this? Like, what is it? If you said it, stand on it, say it with your chest and keep it moving. Don't apologize for something that you meant or that you feel. If that's how you feel, that she see you guys as the help, don't apologize for how you feel. That's how you feel.
There's no denying it. There's no taking it back.
Have you ever been declined for a credit card due to poor credit? Download Zelle.
Yeah,
it's a new way to build credit and get
back. Then when the phone calls happened, I was trying to stand by my man, be supportive wife, I'd been married to this man for 8 years. I had no this was going on with him. I had no idea. And the charges that he's facing are horrific. They are really bad. I for sure did not want your name mentioned in any kind of way associated with my mess. So I had to call you. I had to tell you it was a hard call for me to make. But I called you. And I want to clear something up, Steve. You did not introduce me to him. I met him through a friend. I should say an ex-friend now. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. I had to tell you, he was in jail. It was going to come out. I didn't want you to hear it from anyone else. I wanted you to hear it from me because I knew once the police and everyone, got involved, and they were already involved, and they found out who his wife was and who she worked with and all of that, and that's you, Steve Harvey, it would become, a real big story. Because it's your name. And like I told you, Steve, when I called you, I didn't want to call you. I mean, I was embarrassed. I was hurt. I felt so stupid, and, I felt betrayed, humiliated. It was just terrible. I mean, I kept saying to myself, how is this my life? Police and jail and all of this. It was just something that I didn't, I'd never experienced anything like this. The police came, they took my car. I was at the salon getting my hair done. They rolled up, took my car. I had to have my stylist take me home. I had to move in with friends. I lost my house. I lost everything. Oh, and I have to tell you this too. Like on the day, July 4th, we were having dinner with friends, and we were going to watch the fireworks after that. And so the fireworks didn't happen that night because it was like a terrible, terrible storm. So the fireworks got canceled. And when I look back, I see now that was kind of a metaphor for what was about to happen in my life. the thunderstorms were coming. They were coming. The next day was the last time I saw him. He was arrested the very, very next day. I didn't even know he was arrested. I couldn't get in touch with him later that day. Well, I'll tell you
How can you not get in touch with your husband? You know where he was? With the side chick, because she lived right beside them. I already told y'all. He had the side chick moved in the house right beside he and Shirley. So you couldn't reach him or get in contact with him because he was with the other chick, okay? How can you not get in touch with your husband? If you calling and texting all damn day and he ain't picking up, then that means that he picking up somewhere else or picking somebody else up. But let's talk.
That's later, how I got the phone call from jail and all of that. But we'll be back at 23 minutes after the hour with this live strawberry letter.
Hey, we're back, everybody. And our strawberry letter this morning, as you can see, is a very, very real letter. I'm not going to interrupt it at this point. Shirley was going over some of the key points about how she discovered the actions of her husband, the date that she discovered it. She's apologized for the things that were said about myself and Marjorie in the letter. I'm not responding right now. I'm allowing her to tell her story. I think it's important that a person tells their side of it because, like I said earlier, this is no longer hearsay. This is not gossip or rumor. This is real life. So, Shirley, you can continue.
All right. So I was telling you how I found out that he was in jail. I got a call from the jail, and I didn't answer it because I'm like, who would be calling me from jail? I looked at my phone like, jail? Where'd this call? It just didn't compute. So I just ignored it. But he got word to me through one of his friends. They texted me that he was at Fulton County Jail. So the next time he called, I picked up, and that was him that had called earlier from jail. And he told me what happened. I thought he would be getting out in a couple of days because that's what he told me. But of course, here we are a year later. Those days turned into weeks. The weeks turned into months. And like I said, this is just on and on every day. It's just something. And my life has just been a nightmare ever since. And it's still going on, Steve. I mean, I had no idea that those tapes would be released to the world. I knew that they were being recorded, but I didn't know that they were going to go out to the world. I mean, I was just trying to make conversation with him, trying to, just get him to think about something other than where he was. I was telling him about my day, this particular day, and that was the day we were talking about, on the phone when I said those things about you and the things that you heard and the world heard. And cut to today, I haven't spoken to him in quite some time. Divorce proceedings are underway. And Steve, at this point, all I could say is what I have is my faith. If it wasn't for God, I probably would have, lost my mind or something in this instance. People don't see what happens when these mics go off. Who wants their personal stuff, their private conversations to go out to public? No one wants that. I mean, what could
I feel like she should have been left him once she found out what he was locked up for. You still stayed and allowed him to disrespect you and your daughter. Even after you found out what was going on with your daughter, you still stayed and was still fooling with him, still putting money on his book, still coming to see him and everything else. I feel like she didn't finally get enough of Ernesto and his bullshit until she found out that it was another woman involved. So miss us with the bullshit, Shirley. Carry on.
Say to you after this, happened, I was devastated. I mean, absolutely devastated. I mean, I thought of everything. I could lose my job. How could I face you? Everything. What I'm going through is what I'm going through, and I've been going through it for over a year. I just haven't spoken about it. Then on top of all that, these tapes come out and I'm talking about you and Marjorie, and you guys are going through your own private hell right now. You didn't need me to contribute to anything, and I thought back, because I knew I had to say something, speak on. You created this term years ago in Los Angeles called reality radio, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is about as real as it gets. And the reason I'm here before you now, I wanted to say it live on the radio, is because your name is in it. You know, we've been friends for a long time, Steve, and these jail calls were made public, and I wanted to give you and Marjorie a public apology and to ask for your forgiveness publicly.
I see y'all putting it in the thing. That's some serious ass kissing right there. Now, I get it, you need your job, sis, but like I said, what you said in that phone call, and we already done played it on this channel, baby, you meant that. You meant what you said about Marjorie running their house, and that Steve is scared of Marjorie, and that Steve was not well, his health is not good, and you even laughed with Ernesto, letting him know that Steve be smoking them pipes all the time, and that he was very winded, okay? So she meant what she said. I just think that she's now backtracking because she needs her job, and I think Steve done had a conversation with her ass and said, look, you better fix this. And I think Marjorie done told Steve, look, that bitch better go down there to the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and she better get on that mic the same way her ass was on that phone, and she better clear it up because she done mentioned my name in that shit, and we don't play that. Let's keep on.
I just wanted to have a real moment with you, and
Marjorie's behind this.
You know,
I bet
I have to tell you, I've been coming to work every day.
You come to tears.
You know, it's my only safe haven right now. It gave me a place where I could still be myself and forget my troubles for a little while, you know, and just, you know, do my job. You know, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you, of course, Steve, Tommy, Junior, and of course my girl Carla, you know, for the space and the grace that you guys have shown me. You know, this is a very difficult time in my life, is if you can imagine. You know, I love you guys. We're family, and I thank you. And I just want to thank everyone. I'm just trying to live. I'm sorry for what you and your wife are going through right now in your life. And I hate your names were dragged into my drama because you certainly don't deserve it.
Well, Shirley, let me say this. First of all, what's happening to me and Marjorie, I'm going to address that. But let me say this, though. The devil is busy. The devil is busy. And the devil don't come for those he got. He sends those that he has. So now, with all this going on around us right now, what I do understand, though, see, this jailhouse conversation you had was last year in October 2022. But the devil know how to pile on at the right time.
It don't matter, she said
it was made in October 2022 gets released right on the heels of all of this to just pile on some more. And I guess you say, you know, it was recorded because, you know, when everybody get that phone call, who ain't had that phone call? Fulton County, we please know yourself phone call. This phone call is being recorded. We come back, we'll address some more. But this strawberry letter look like it's about to be the 9 o'clock hour. So we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. All right, y'all, we're back. And the strawberry letter has been extended because I think there's a lot that need to be said. Just to give you a brief recap, we opened up the floor for Shirley to tell her story, whatever she wanted to do. We didn't rehearse this. We didn't plan this. Shirley came out and apologized for the things that were said about myself and my wife. But I also realize, and I know, the timing of all this is important because this conversation she had with her estranged husband was in October of 2022. The tapes got released right now. So, and then when you can throw my name on anything, because you look at all these stories, my name headlines the stuff. And so Shirley, when it came out, she called right away, apologized and everything. And so I understand that. And Shirley didn't want her mess to become our mess. Let me say this to you, Shirley. We have known about this right after it happened. But we can't get in nobody's marriage and just go, girl, what you doing? What you thinking? What you feeling?
We didn't want to say nothing.
Right. They didn't want to say nothing.
We didn't want to talk
because
about it.
We didn't want to talk about it, and we wanted to create for you a space where you could come to work and have some moments, because I know what it's like.
And you did.
To get beaten and eaten alive. And so it became, for us, let's just be there for her. And when you want to tell us,
when you
will tell us.
Yeah.
When you're ready. Now, good thing you had Monica Mississippi Monica, who has been with you this whole ride. You did confide in her. So Monica would keep us posted, but until you wanted to invite us in, we were just left over here as a support
see
system.
RellyVLo.
Yes,
Yep.
Can I say,
yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but can I just say this? I look at you guys as my family. You know, we all are family. You know, a lot of times there was a time when we saw each other more than we saw our actual families. And, you know, it was just so hard for me to I'm a private person, you know, but we all have our stuff. We talk afterwards. We're friends. We're all that. It was just hard for me to bring this particular thing up. I was just so embarrassed, you know, and humiliated. And I just felt like a fool. I felt so stupid. And, you know, I couldn't. It's not that I didn't want to talk about it. I just couldn't find the words. And that's the honest to God's truth. I just couldn't come to you guys. You know, if you had come to me, I would have opened up. But, you know, I understand, but I couldn't. It was too much. It was just too much for me at that time, you know?
Okay. Shirley, we get it. Hang on. This strawberry letter's been extended. This is important, y'all. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. And we said we're not going to address it. I'm tired of it. And so when this came out, this is how the devil worked. I'm going to pile it on. I'm going to go get somebody that worked for me. Because one more time, God don't come. The devil don't come for those he got. He sends the ones he has. So now I'm going to get me a government employee that needs some money, that work in Fulton County. I'm going to get a hold of him. I'm going to release these tapes. I'm going to get him to need a little bit of money. I'm going to give it to this female blogger, and she going to get a little bit of money, and now I'm going to soak him. But the timing of it was ugly because of everything else that's going on right now. And it made it look like Shirley was piling on. Mm-hmm. And that wasn't her intent, but it happened. Like I say, I understand. The part I'm coming with now is because it's been so ugly for my wife, man. And see, this is what I've never done before. It's been so ugly for my wife. And I've stood there trying not to say nothing, but I'm not a blog. We, me, Shirley, Carla, Tommy, Mississippi Jr., we ain't a blog. We're a real media platform. And I don't know if you all know what it's like to wake up every morning that we get up and our job and mission is to brighten your day. And it don't matter how dark our day is. We got the job to be the morning show. And we got to put on the show. And Tommy come in here with Junior coming here off a crisis with sickle cell. Tommy come in here with bad news. Tommy get hit with cancer. Shirley going through her life right here. Carla got a whole family over here. Everybody got crosses to bear. But we got to come in here anyway, and we got to be the morning show. In spite of what's happening in our life, when it ain't funny or fun or inspirational or motivational or informative at all.
Does that not happen in everyday life? We all go through things. Just because you're on a radio show does not mean that you go through anything more drastic than anyone else who works a regular 9 to 5. We all go through things in our lives, and we still have to go to work and be 100% on our job, regardless to what we're going through. So that does not mean that you're special because you're on the Steve Harvey Morning Show that y'all go through shit and that other people don't. Like, what is that supposed to mean?
We just in here trying to make it. So I get it. So what I'm about to do now is clear up a few things. And you know, the comment that came out, it was untimely. You know, but that's why we don't have people in our house. That's why that's why a whole lot of stuff we don't do. But when I come back, we'll be back. And my fat wheezing ass will straighten all this out.
Stop. I said I was sorry.
But I just want to be clear about that. I just want my fat wheezing ass going up these steps. I don't be back. I'm not going to
You were winded, though.
Well, you sorry all you want. Hell, that's what I heard. Because we sitting up in here and we dealing with stuff and that y'all just printing lies and rumors and the viciousness of it. is what I'm finna talk about.
Bring
now, let me tell you something. Normally, we don't care nothing about your blogs and all this here. But I'm really tired of y'all, man. And you know the sad thing behind all of this? The majority of these blogs, they black people. The very people that we try to uphold and uplift the most. What all of our foundation is about saving and changing the lives of young black people. And then it's the black bloggers that's the nastiest when it comes to all of us.
Are we?
And that's the part I want to get at, and then I'm gonna let it go. Because after today, ain't no more. After today, there will be no more. So when we come back, we'll be more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I'm so sick of this strawberry leather. We'll be right back. This woman got in the hole and built this with me. She didn't steal nothing. And I'm tired of y'all talking about my girl. Because my girl is one of the best women I've ever met. And why you black ass people out there got these blogs like you just gonna destroy somebody, I don't really know what that's about. But don't worry about it because it ain't working. Because all we are now, we are a tighter two-handed circle. Thank you for doing that. And you're not gonna split us up. And we're not going nowhere. And she is none of what you said she is. And she the best chick I know. Now I'm defending her. And you can feel how you want to feel about that. That's the God in me. But now let me give you one piece of Steve Harvey. If I see your ass.
We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
All right, we're back. This is the end of the show. It's been a morning. I'm proud of you, Shirley. I really am.
Yeah, Shirley, I'm proud of you.
It takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage to do what you did, to be transparent like this, Shirley. You tell your story. Don't let other people tell your story. In our journey in life, we all make mistakes. Shirley, we all make mistakes.
The phone calls told your story.
We have to. You have to keep asking God to guide your steps. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah.
Can I say this? Yeah, man. We family, and we got family members. There's not a moment that I ain't got on Steve's nerves and he ain't said in a private conversation with somebody else, you know, what time they got on my damn nerve today. It's not like we haven't said things that we just say, you know what, the Junior got on my damn nerve. I'm sick of Junior ass. I said that to somebody.
I've said the same thing.
You know what I'm saying?
This morning before I came to work, actually.
Tommy getting on your nerves. You said it before you opened the mic.
All these damn pictures he's sending, Lord. Ooh.
Another
you know, man, Carla's right. Tommy's right. Nobody wants their private thoughts brought. Come on, man. Nobody. Do you know what would happen if any of us had our private thoughts and private conversation aired? Lord,
yeah, I do.
We wouldn't have no damn. We wouldn't have a morning show. Y'all show wouldn't have a job out there. I just think that everybody, we don't live in a world that's forgiving anymore.
Not at all.
We don't live in a kind world anymore. We live in a fallen world. But we do have a lot of huge fans on this show. And we do understand that there's a lot of people who love us. The problem, and I've said it 100 times, is hate is louder than love. But love is stronger. And we all gonna have to learn that lesson. And as much as I want to get out there and change things, and as much as I wish people would stand up and back me more, that ain't the world we live in. We live in a social media climate, and everybody's idea is to tear somebody down to get clicks. And we just not going to sit here and let you click this sister's life away. And I'm not going to sit here no longer and let you destroy my wife's image and character. It's hard. And we need each other to support each other to show love. Now, look, man, do I expect this to change anything? Probably not. But you know what? At least it feels good to say your piece. Sometimes, man, you just want to be able to say your side of it. To tell your damn story, your truth. Now, are they going to twist it? Yes.
Yes.
Are they going to try to flip it and use it against you? Yes. But I got news for you. Isaiah 54:17 is real. It's the word of God. And I don't care what you do. What God got for me, what God got for you, What God got for Shirley, ain't nothing you can do about it. What God got for Carla, what God got for Junior, for Tommy, for Monica, there's nothing you can do about it. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. You know what's really crazy, man? Do you know really how YouTube and all this stuff works? Do you know how many tens of thousands of clicks you have to get to make 3 to 5 cents? Do you know how many millions of views you got to have to make thousands of dollars? But here what happened. When y'all jump on that danger, tear 'em down trail and you post your video, what y'all do to each other is y'all cannibalize each other. So if y'all would just leave that one video, everybody would have to go there to see it. And that person could profit. But now y'all take it like y'all did your music and you spread it on your site. Now a person can go anywhere and get it. Now guess what? Now ain't nobody getting 1 million views, so don't nobody profit. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I just wish, man, that we as a people would get out the hate business, because the hate business don't pay. I don't know if y'all been watching real close, but if you look at anybody out there that's been in the hate business, that don't look real good right now. I don't know if you noticed that. Listen, y'all, there's a motivational speaker named George White, and this dude, he released something
y'all. He's just doing a motivational. All right, so let's talk about this damn call, y'all. First and foremost, I feel like Shirley and Steve, like he said, it was not rehearsed. I feel like it was. I feel like she had to sit down with Steve, and they talked about this. Why would you not talk about it? Why would you allow her on your show, first of all, sight unseen, to not even know what she's going to talk about, especially after she's already been on a jail phone call talking shit about you? So why would you not want to know what she's going to say further on your show if she's coming on there to try to clear up this mess? That's my thing. I would not let you on here. I would not let you on my show not knowing what we were going to talk about, what you were going to say. Honestly, like I said, I feel like they sat down and had a conversation, and I feel like she was crying her damn eyes out, and she was upset because she thought she was going to lose her job behind it. She wasn't expecting these jail phone calls to be leaked and for someone else to hear her talking about Steve. I feel like there was a sense of jealousy there when she walked in their house and saw how nicely they were living versus how she was. She was in a place where she was losing everything, and then for her to go into Steve's house and see all these nice, luxurious things, she felt a little jealousy. It was coming from a place of hurt and jealousy. Like, damn, Ernesto, we supposed to be in this place. Like, we had all these nice things, and now your ass is locked up, and they steady taking my shit. And now I got to come over here to Steve's house, my boss, and look at him living so nice with all these nice cars in the driveway. Marjorie got all this nice shit in here. She was feeling a little jealousy. What she said about Steve and Marjorie came from a hurt place, and she was not counting on that to come out and expose her, which then exposed them because they're already in the media for having marital issues where she has been cheating. We've already talked about it on my channel, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more. Plus, Steve is already going through some stuff with Katt Williams, and we're going to talk about that here in a second, where the two of them are going back and forth. And I said, that's the wrong somebody you want to be going back and forth with is Katt Williams, because, baby, he will roast and toast your ass. You better ask Wanda Sykes. Y'all already know. He already done roasted and toasted Wanda Sykes' ass to where she was damn near crying, okay, on their radio show where she tried him. But this is so crazy. I feel like Shirley Strawberry had enough time to get away from Ernesto, and I get it when you're in love with somebody, feelings are involved. You don't just want to walk away. You ain't, like she said, she was embarrassed. But my thing is, you already know what he was arrested for. You know the charges that he was facing. You knew there was no chance in hell that he was going to get out. And even when you found out that he had some dealings with your daughter, and even when he's talked about your daughter on the jail phone calls and called her bipolar, she sat there and co-signed it and laughed. That's your daughter. How do you allow a man to come in and you put him before your daughter and allow him to talk negatively about your child, a child that you carried for 9 months, regardless? She was upset at the fact that her daughter went down there and testified against Ernesto, which is what she should have done if he violated her or anybody else in any type of way. So the fact that your daughter says she don't want you coming to her house with Ernesto, you can come, but Ernesto is not, invited. Then Shirley took that personally. You should have said to her, well, why is he not invited? And if you knew what he was doing, then you know why he wasn't invited. Okay. So I feel like, Shirley, you 68 years old, baby. You know better. You know better as a 68-year-old woman. I said, we talked about it this morning, that build a nigga. You out here building a nigga. Ernesto was a straight up fraud. He used you for your fame, your notoriety, your clout, and some of your money because you were paying for his attorney's fees as well as putting money on his books when you should have been focused on where you're going to stay, how you're going to find something to drive. You complaining to him, I don't have anything to drive. Why are you still putting money on his books? Let him figure it out. Because trust and believe he got money put aside, okay? Money that they don't know about. You are 68 years old. You out here paying to take care of a man, and then you're going to sit up there with Steve and try to gaslight the hell out of the audience on this damn strawberry letter with Steve his damn jack-o'-lantern teeth. Let me read his ass right quick, okay? Because I don't like the way he came for the bloggers. At the end of the day, don't discount somebody's job because you feel like you in a higher position than somebody else. Okay, low-key, what you're doing is kind of like blogging because you're actually on a show talking about topics just like the bloggers do as well. So you sit your big ass jack-o'-lantern teeth up there on this show and gaslight the hell out of everybody, including Shirley Strawberry, where she done came to kiss your ass and cried, and then low-key behind the scenes begged you for your job. So now you feel like you the Messiah. You feel like you the Messiah over there at the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and Margie done got in your ass and done told you better get down there and fix that because this bitch done had my name in her mouth. You doing what your wife told you to do. You got $200 million getting ready to go out your door. So you're going to do what your wife tell you to do. This has Marjorie Harvey written all over it. Marjorie Harvey is written all over it. And I don't give a damn if she said it I saw y'all putting it in the chat. I don't care if she said it in 1986. I don't care if she said it a year ago, baby. She said it. The fact that she said it. If this is your girl, you rep her, you represent her, you taking up for her. She said some wild, outlandish shit that got out, and now you see how she really feel about you. A person, when a person is mad, that's when they say what they really feel. Mad and drunk. Them two right there, you're going to get the truth. You're going to get the truth. You're going to get the truth. And then for her to come and say, you could tell they had a conversation because she said, no, Steve, you did not introduce me to Ernesto. Bullshit, because I've watched videos where they have said that Steve introduced them. Steve walked him down the aisle, or walked Shirley Strawberry down the aisle when she got married to marry Ernesto. So now it's like Steve is trying to have Shirley to help him separate himself from her and Ernesto from the bullshit because they don't want their names in the middle of the mess. But you're already in the middle of the mess because Ernesto was already heard on a jail phone call saying he was going to Abu Dhabi to stay in one of his friends' houses in Abu Dhabi. Steve Harvey, he said your name in the phone call. So your name is already in the bullshit. No matter how much you try to distance yourself from it, sir. Shirley, no matter how much you get up there and lie to try to keep your job and save your face because of all the shit that's out now. Nobody told you to go out here and marry a con artist. You could have had anybody. As a 68-year-old woman, she's a beautiful woman. You could have had anybody. Everybody know who Shirley Strawberry is. So you reach back and get this con artist who you had to take care of. A builder nigga. We talked about it this morning. And Steve Hand was in it. And I don't care what nobody got to say because I can pull up videos right now where they admitted that Steve was in the mix. He's known Steve for years. So why they trying to distance? He's trying to distance himself. Like, oh, you need to cut him off. Steve is letting her know you need to cut Ernesto off. And like she said, Steve was telling me whenever we talked that I need to do this and I need to. Yeah, absolutely. Because by Shirley talking about this situation, that brings Steve in it as well. Because the feds already heard Ernesto talking about Steve. So your name is already in it, sir. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's already been questioned. I wouldn't be surprised if the feds have already come knocking on his door and questioned him about this situation with Ernesto. Why would you be offering to allow him to go and stay in your house over there? And he's talking about taking the damn side chick to Abu Dhabi, not Shirley. So he didn't give a damn that she don't have a place to stay, that she don't have a car, that she's dealing with all these other financial things as it relates to him that he calls. He didn't give a damn. He was trying to leave the damn country, and him and his side chick go live over in Steve's home. So you're going to offer your home to somebody that you saying that you don't know and that you're not friends with. Okay, Steve. Okay. I don't give a flying damn about these lies he trying to tell. I don't give a flying damn about it. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. At the end of the day, he needs to worry about why you're being cheated on, why your wife is out here cheating with the security guard, okay, and trying to use that as a plot to get your 200 million, baby, okay, as a way to, as a means to try to get you to go ahead and divorce him, okay, or divorce her rather, so you can go, so she can go on and get that money up off you while you running around on these little nature trails out running, trying to clear your mind because you're going through shit at home. Don't take it out on the bloggers, baby. We ain't got nothing to do with it. We doing our job. If there's some information out there that's hot, I'm going to talk about that shit over here. Every single jail call that come out, I'm gonna log right on here and I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to play it for my audience. Because that is my job. Just like your job is to go on the Steve Harvey Morning Show every morning and talk bullshit and preach to people and turn right around and cuss people out and threaten people like we just heard on your video. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's out on the nature trails talking and yeah, he's upset. He's upset. He's upset and pressed because him and Marjorie is going through that shit. And no matter what you try to say, oh, we're fine, we're fine. We always see you out with Marjorie. We ain't been seeing you out with Marjorie in quite some time. But now you in some shit now. You and Marjorie trying to lay low. You and Marjorie trying to lay low so the people can stop talking. People trying to stop talking while you come up with this money to go ahead and pay that security guard off so he can shut his mouth. Because he talking. He talking. And I want somebody to go on and interview him so we can go on and get the video and play it on here too. Steve Harvey. While you got her crying and kissing your ass on the Steve Harvey Morning Show on the Strawberry Letter. That's what that was. You totally had a conversation with her. It ain't nobody going to tell me different. Ain't nobody going to tell me different. And whatever you got behind this situation, Shirley Strawberry, you deserve it. Because you too damn old. You know right from wrong. You already knew that Ernesto won't shit when you got with him. You fell for a man that you thought looked so good and that could offer you something when you were already good prior. You had a house, you had a car, you had everything, and you allowed him to play you and take everything from you. And that's the way the devil do. Make everything look so good to where you fall and lose and lose your guard and put your guard down, and they come in and swoop in and take everything. But then now you crying and you blaming everybody. Oh, I'm embarrassed. You should be. You should be very embarrassed. You should be very embarrassed. You should be embarrassed that Steve done made you come on this show and clear his image over yours. This wasn't about Shirley clearing her image and talking about the shit she went through, because we heard everything we needed to hear in the phone calls. It's 8 of them. You had to clear your image. We already know everything because of the phone call, the jail phone calls between you and Ernesto, between Ernesto and the side chick. We know about all of it. This was Steve's means to have you on this show to clear his image. And then he's going to have another show he's already talked about where he's going to address some other things that were said about him and his wife. He's trying to clear his image because if his image goes down the toilet, ain't nobody checking for him. Everybody be saying, Steve Harvey, that guy that used to be on so-and-so, that guy that used to be on Kings of Comedy, him. You will be a distant memory if people stop thinking about you and checking for you. So if your image is gone and nobody is checking for you, nobody is clicking on to look at your show, nobody's tuning in, oh, you are no more, sir. So the same people that you trying to down and talk shit about, you really need us so that you can be the shit out here. Understand that. Understand that. The bloggers, if we don't promote your shit, you ain't nobody. So you should be thanking us versus coming for us and downing us for what we do. If we don't talk about you, you won't be known. That's on period. And now, Shirley, like I said, you didn't feel compelled to divorce Ernesto until you found out about this side chick. You didn't feel compelled to do that. All of these, and my thing is this. She talked about God, this, God, that, God, this, God, that. Nothing was revealed to you in the time that you were fooling with Ernesto that something was going on. Nothing was strange to you. Nothing was off to you, because women, we have this thing called intuition, that we know that things are off and that something is not right. When you don't know that about your man, that means y'all are not connected. Oh, yeah. If you did not know and feel that something was wrong within your spirit, within your mind, if you didn't get that unction that something was off between you and Ernesto prior to this situation, then that tells me that you and Ernesto's bond was not the way it needed to be. And you could tell that just in the phone calls alone. The way you and him interacted versus the way him and the side chick interacted. He had more interaction and love for the side chick. He rushed you off the phone so he could talk to the side chick. But you sitting on there crying, talking about something so embarrassing. Girl, get over yourself. This is a blessing in disguise that you finally woke up and got the hell away from him, because you was about to be sitting up in there with him. You were about to be sitting in prison with him because he's in there for violating girls, women. Animals were also mentioned in that. Did y'all know that? Animals were also mentioned in that as well. Fraud. It's so many charges, 30 to be exact. Child endangerment. I see y'all putting it in there. There's so many charges that he's facing. And none of these things you knew about, I call bullshit. I'm sorry. So, Steve, don't take your frustration out on the bloggers, baby, because your wife is, honey, out here messing around on you. Get your D game up, and maybe she'll stay home, honey. Maybe she'll stay home and not be out here messing around on you, because you knew what you married before you married her. She already told your big tooth ass that she didn't want you from the jump. When a woman tell you they don't want you and then all of a sudden they want you when you get your bag up, something should tell you that it ain't you, that it's the money. She didn't want your big tooth ass. She told you when you tried to holler at her before. She was like, I don't like men with big lips. You still took your ass back over there and spin the block and went back. Now your ass running around here mad and hollering at everybody else on your show because the bitch done cheated on you. You don't need to clear up nothing. You need to go home and talk to your wife and figure out why the bitch is out here running around on you with the help. She calling everybody else to help, but the help is good enough for her to be sliding them drawers down and doing what she's doing over there. And I'm going to say allegedly. She turning that ceiling fan on for the help, honey. That's what the streets are saying. That's what your Western mustache having ass get, Steve. Yeah, I said it. That's what your Western mustache having ass get. Do I feel sorry for you? Give me a second. I do not. I ain't even got to ponder on that shit. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry. So my job as a black blogger, I like the way you threw black in there because there's a lot of bloggers, black, white, Asian. Everybody been talking about this shit, but it's so convenient for you to throw black in there to attack your black people because you're feeling a way that home is not where you want it to be. So now all of a sudden the black people are the problem as to why your life is so fucked up out here. It's so convenient. It's so convenient. You say, oh, the black people are coming for me. It's not the black people. It's your black wife. It's her. The one that got you with them eyes, honey. Her. That made you marry her without a prenup. Her. The one that made you go and put your name on her kid's name so she could take all your shit when you gone. Her. The one that had her head behind that nice headboard that y'all got in y'all master bedroom with the security guard while you were gone. Her. Do I need to keep going? Ooh, child, life must be bad over there in the Harvey house. But see, that's your karma. That's your karma, Steve, for the way you did your wife, Mary Harvey. You've been married a few times when you writing a book, honey, how to be a man and how to think like a man. You ain't thinking like no man. You ain't thinking like no man. You can't write a book to tell me shit about no relationship when you done been married 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. You can't keep a wife, honey, if she was chained up in your basement. And that's facts on facts. You can't tell me shit about no relationship. You can't. You can't. Now him and Katt Williams is getting into it because there was a statement made about who is the funniest blogger and who's not funny and all this other bullshit. Now him and Katt Williams is going back and forth. Katt Williams is saying some shit. Steve is saying some shit. And I already said that's the wrong person you want to be going back and forth with because we already know that Steve Harvey and I mean that Katt Williams don't play. He don't play like that. For those of you that don't know who he is, that is Katt Williams. Y'all know who he is. You've seen him in the movie Friday. Y'all know him from his stand-up comedies. I like Katt. Okay, I like Katt Williams. He's crazy as hell. Let's go ahead and read these messages between the two of them. Katt Williams did make a statement directly at Steve, and I thought the shit was very fitting and proper. He says that I want to apologize in advance for what's about to happen. He said, but once you step on that stage, Steve, he says, your time as the king of comedy is over. He says, talent naturally finds its own level. He said, my friend, so get ready. He said, you might need a team of writers, maybe 6 or 7 of them, to even stand a chance. Just letting him know that your comedy is not funny, and it ain't. You ain't funny. You weren't funny on the Kings of Comedy either. And that's why you was mad at Bernie Mac, because he was funnier than you. Yeah, you're not funny, Steve. Anyway, he comes back. Steve Harvey comes back and says, I mean, understand, I didn't know who he was when I was on the road in LA. Says that he hadn't been in any movies or anything, and the brother was just not that known. This we talking about Katt Williams. Says that he was talking about me in the clubs, and I was just asked on the radio, whoever Katt Williams is, to call me. He called me, we straightened it out, we became friends, lies. We've been cool ever since, so I thought. Katt Williams was like, fuck no. So then Steve then doubles back after Katt made a comment saying, yeah, no, we not friends, like no new friends. Steve comes back and says, don't come to my dressing room unless invited. Don't come and approach me while I'm in the makeup chair unless I ask to speak with you directly. Says, do not take offense to the new way of me doing business. It says, it is the good of my personal life and enjoyment. So now you feel so important. All right. So now I have a picture, you guys, of said security guard that is said and alleged that Marjorie Harvey, honey, was finagling with. This is him. That is him. That is him. As you guys can see. Yeah. That is him. So you got to type, Marjorie. We see. You got to type, sis. You have a type. You have a type. So him and Katt Williams, they've had some words back and forth. And like I said, that's probably not a good idea because y'all already know. If y'all saw the video where he read Wanda Sykes down, baby, Wanda was about to cry. Katt Williams don't have no chill, baby, when it comes to his mouth. He like me. Whatever fly out, just fly out. But my thing is this, Steve, I think you feeling like you bigger than yourself because you got all this money now and you feel like you got a prize because you got Marjorie over there in the household, baby. You do not, baby. You married a queen pin, somebody who left because it was convenient. She was running out of options. The only reason she married you was because you were an option financially. Jim was already locked up. Okay, that's who she was married to. She wound up leaving him after she knew he won't be getting out no time soon. So she had to figure out the next best thing. And she married you because you had a nice little bag after she already told you she didn't want you. And the guy before that she was with was also a kingpin. And both times, like I said before, her ass was going to wind up in prison. But they both took the rap for her so that she could stay out and watch the children that she had by both men. So at the end of the day, sir, don't be out here thinking that you got a whole prize out here because your wife don't respect you. Just like you didn't respect your wife, Mary, who you went and took y'all son, Winton, I'm going to say his name over here, from your ex-wife, Mary, and try to make the whole world think that she was crazy when it was really you, because you had Marjorie Harvey bringing damn roses, which I said the other day, bringing roses to the house when you were married to Mary Harvey. And when she got sick of your shit and started talking, all of a sudden you want to try to make her look like she was crazy, which we all know that's not the truth. But then when you got money and status and clout like that, people tend to believe you over the person who's really been violated emotionally, psychologically, because that's what happens. He was able to take their son away. And then it was also said something about the son complaining about having some type of bruises and something on him, to where maybe he was roughed up from his father. And I'm going to say allegedly. Okay. But he decided to sue his ex-wife, Mary, okay, to keep her from speaking out because she got to the point where she was tired of his shit, because he was trying to protect his image. And because Steve is all about image. He's about image. He is about image. Hence the reason why he is using Shirley Strawberry to get her ass up on this show to help clear up his image, to apologize for something that she meant deep down in her heart about Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey. If she treats them like the help, she should be able to say that. Why are you apologizing for the truth? I don't apologize for shit that I mean. I would not have apologized. I would have said, listen, if you don't want me on the show anymore, this is how I feel. I get it that it might have been kind of effed up how it came out, but it's the truth. Your wife kind of does treat everybody like the help. She treats everyone like they're beneath her. Period. She does. She treats everyone like they're beneath her. And Shirley Strawberry is not the only person that's been saying that. Steve's kids have been saying that. Hell, his kids can't even come to his house because of Marjorie. So you can't sit here and say that everybody is trying to down your wife and talk shit about your wife when your own children have come forward to say that Marjorie has been nothing but an asshole to them and will not allow them to come to the house and even be there for birthday parties and family functions. She don't want them there, but she have things at the home and have her children there and don't even reach out to your children. And you sit on national television crying, talking about you miss your own children. So these are the things that your wife is doing. And if somebody is finally speaking out on that and you embarrassed, your ass should be, because you should not be allowing your wife to treat people like they are beneath her. It's true, she do run you. If your kids can't come to your house, she run you. Shirley was not wrong for saying that. And not that I'm taking up for her, but it's some truth there. It is some truth there. Now, Katt Williams, let's talk about him again. Steve is upset with Katt Williams because he just did a recent show where he mentioned some infidelity issues with Steve in his household that pissed Steve off. So he did not think that shit was funny. Let me see, can I find a video where he actually is speaking out? The two of them are kind of going back and forth for this little petty bullshit that they're going through. Bottom line is, here it is. Let me play it. Bottom line is, you need to get a handle on your wife, sir. Period.
Get the brand.
You need to get a handle on your wife. I'm going to play for you guys where he's out walking child in the wilderness trying to clear his head because Marjorie about to drive him crazy at the house over there. Okay. Let's play it. Hold on. I'm about to let y'all go here in a second.
Take some time to address this here. I came down here to get away, get in some nature, do some fishing. Somebody worked for me on my Twitter, put a statement out that was totally negative. I got to take responsibility for it because they worked for me. But the engagement was talking about name a comedian you don't think is funny. Why would I do something like that? That don't even make no damn sense. My whole brand is to be motivational. And I'm going to turn around and say something like that. You don't know where these young people at in their career, man. They could be coming up with anything. I'm all about positivity. I would have never done nothing like that. I'm so pissed off right now, man. Talking about I was trying to get some engagement. Okay. You trying to get some employment too. My bad, y'all. Now I got to come on here and do something, doing a damn selfie. So here it is. I'm sorry, man. My bad, y'all. Won't happen again, though.
Now that's what happened when your old ass.
Shout out to Yom Stacy, all right, because that's where I saw the video. So the comedian that he was talking about was Katt Williams, and when he got back to Katt Williams, he did respond. So they are having words back and forth. As I get more on that, I will be getting back to you guys. But I don't think Steve is funny to me. I already said when he was on King's Comedy, he was not funny. He was not funny. It was D.L. Hughley. It was who else was it? D.L. Hughley. What's my boy? Damn, why my brain go blank? Everybody but him. Shit. Everybody but Steve was funny to me. So, but Cedric the Entertainer, yeah, and Bernie Mac, of course, they were all funny to me. Steve, not so much. I never thought that he was funny. I really never thought he was funny. See, yeah, I see y'all putting it there. Thank y'all. But yeah. But Steve replied, like I said, that this little beef that you're doing to make a name, said it's cool, do what you do, but leave me out of it. That's what he was saying to Katt, okay? But yeah, you don't really want that beef with Katt Williams. I swear you don't. I think he want to buy out gracefully on that one because, yeah. But I think that Marjorie's affair is really starting to get to him with this whole bodyguard, because I told y'all before that he is said to be probably going to be paying some money out to said bodyguard, you guys, to keep quiet. We talked about it yesterday, okay? Yeah, we talked about it yesterday that he may be paying some money for this situation. Let me play
Marjorie Harvey, the spouse of game show star Steve Harvey, excused tales that she engaged in extramarital relations with her protector as unjustifiable reports and imprudence. So, moving right along, here's Marjorie and Steve Harvey's reaction to the bamboozling claims. On the off chance that you folks were stunned by the latest web talk about Steve Harvey and the supposed undertaking between his significant other, Marjorie, and her guardian, then you may be hanging tight for a response from Marjorie too. Subsequent to being found undermining the family fight, moderator Marjorie was supposed to endeavor to break up her long-term union with Steve, as indicated by various reports that went about the week before. The bits of hearsay, as per diversion week after week, guarantee that Marjorie was chasing after a $200 million separation settlement in the wake of having an extramarital illicit relationship with the couple's protector and cook. The viral protector being referred to is William Large Blass Freeman. A few previously obscure realities about his relationship with the notable couple became exposed during the infidelity charge. Marjorie
What y'all think about it? They done said his name and everything. So why is Steve trying to make it sound like the bloggers are just out here just putting shit out there when they don't put the man name out there? So we making the name up, the picture of the man and everything, all that's false. Why is he making it seem like everybody's just making shit up about him? I don't understand. I keep playing y'all videos showing you what's being said and what's going on. I mean, if you're that pressed about it, sir, you need to have a conversation. If you're gonna stay with her with all this mess that's going on, then y'all maybe need to go to some type of marital counseling and figure it out. But at the end of the day, don't sit here and call the bloggers liars and say we're coming for you and trying to tear you down, when in reality is some things that's going on. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Everybody can't be lying on the situation. Everybody cannot be lying on what's going on with you. And I'm gonna keep my ear to the wall, because usually when stuff like this is happening and they're sitting there, no, everything is fine, we're fine. It's going to come out to where it's going to be some mess where you're going to hear it in the news that the two of them are separating and or divorcing. And I don't want to speak that over somebody's life, but that's usually the way it goes. That's usually where there's smoke, there is fire. And I'm willing to bet you he's going to try to work on this shit with Marjorie, because he don't want to pay her that money. That's going to set him back a lot of money. 200 million. 200 million is going to set Steve Harvey back a lot. And that's a lesson that your ass got to learn, because you took all that money. You didn't want to give your ex-wife Mary no money. You treated her like shit. And now Marjorie, honey, is coming up and through there and taking your shit from you. And do I feel sorry? No, I don't. That's your karma for the way you treated your previous ex-wives. And you thought you got away with that shit when you took the kids because you didn't want to pay her no child support. Karma is spinning the block on your ass, Steve Harvey. And the next time you mention bloggers, sir, do your homework. We are not, the black bloggers are not the only bloggers that's talking about your shit. Everybody's talking about it. It's all over the internet with white people talking about you as well. So get your facts straight before you come for us, you saber-toothed tiger with your Western mustache wearing ass. All right, let's get on out of here. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed all the tea. Hope you guys enjoyed the strawberry letter that I played for you guys and all the other topics that we talked about today. We will have Car Chronicles tomorrow. Yeah, he got them Peggy Haggard teeth, baby. Fire the motherfuckers down and stop talking so damn much. Let's get on out of here. Thank you guys for being here, Mars. Thank y'all for doing such a great job. Thank you for any somebody said go ahead, camera. Thank you, Moms, for doing a great job. And thank you for any content creators that joined us here as well. Okay. Love you guys all the way down. Please hit that like if you did not. We got 591 in the building and 434 likes. Let's get the likes up just a little bit more if we can before we get out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Y'all support my channel so well. And I thank y'all so much. Okay. Go ahead and subscribe if you guys did not. As you guys see, we got the tea over here. I try to keep y'all updated on all of the great topics that are out, all the tea to be out, baby. We talk about it over here. All right. So subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you get all of the news that I know you guys can use. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Be safe out there. Godspeed to you all and goodbye.